Welcome to an all-new Lay It Omni. Allow me to lay it on you. Gaming communities are toxic, okay? We get it. We all know it. The internet is filled with evil 12-year-olds and edgy Twitter accounts whose only sole purpose is to ruin your day. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's a tale as old as time, and if you can't handle the fire, then, well, you gotta stay out of the oven. Except that's kinda hard to do because our generation have personas that exist more on the internet than it does in real life. Anyway, just remember that as I go on today's topic, which is, ta-da, more internet bullying. Today's targets happen to be ESAM, top Pikachu and Smash Ultimate player, you know, the bald white guy with glasses, Pikachu busted, yada yada yada, yeah, that guy. And SonicFox, you know, furry. Guy on the internet who keeps saying that he's gay. The best fighting game player of all time, probably known for being the best at Mortal Kombat, Skullgirls, and playing at extremely high levels in DBZ Fighter, Street Fighter, and other fighting games. Both of them are currently under fire and targets of the internet for separate reasons. Allow me to lay it on you. First off, ESAM is currently under fire because, well, he got roasted on Twitter. Basically, what had happened was, there was a tweet, or a meme to be exact, or a combination of the both, that said, all the low-tier god memes trending, so I figured I'd take a crack at it and make one myself. And it's a picture of ESAM, classic, the one that was used for memes after he won some tournament and popped off, combined with a picture of low-tier god, another dude who's being memed right now, and yeah, that was it. A guy further down the timeline named Rodney replied, I actually hope these two never have any type of interaction with each other on the internet. In which ESAM replied, he actually was in my ultimate pool at EVO but lost the round before me. And by that I mean he went 0-2 LOL. In which low tier god replied, your hairline has been gone since 02. This is seen by what we call ESAM quote-unquote ratioed, where the reply or quote tweet gets more likes and retweets than the original combined, with everyone in the comments confirming the W and the L. Anyway, fast forward, ESAM blocks low tier god on Twitter and makes another tweet where he says, also, if y'all think that I blocked LTG because he had a good roast on me, as opposed to him being misogynistic, transphobic, horrible person, and then I found his Twitter through his reply to me, please unfollow me, LOL. The end. That's all that really happened. To be frank, ESAM kinda had this one coming, okay? You know, saying someone went 0-2 followed by a LOL is in every way meant to make fun of said person. He wasn't trying to be informative because if he was, he would have left out that last statement completely, but by adding it, it's a clear attempt to throw salt into the wound and clearly put the dude down. So the rule is that once you talk shit, you gotta be open to rebuttal and response, and LTG responded by making fun of the fact that ESAM is bald, and it was funny. I mean, bald jokes are low-hanging fruit, I know, because I'm bald, but as a fellow bald guy, I did find that joke funny, but I also find other stupid shit funny, so whatever, my sense of humor is terrible. But yeah, ESAM set himself up for that L, and he's gotta hold that. But I do think the internet and a lot of the gaming communities take it a step further and instigate and throw in more personal insults and attack that person's character to the point where it becomes bullying. That's just in general. But the thing is okay, I'm gonna keep it real, okay? If you talk shit on the internet, you gotta be open to having shit talked about you, okay? And a story that never changes. We all know ESAM talks shit. He's infamous for being opinionated and expressing his extreme dislike towards both people and things. He's not a saint. He knows this. I know this. We all know this. But he also doesn't deserve to be bullied or hated either, okay? He's not so problematic that people should be in his ass 24/7 with insults and negativity. So long story short, he opened himself to Pandora's Cube. That's how I interpret the situation. I don't even need to dive into low tier god and his character or the caliber of the joke to make this conclusion, because if we stick to the facts and keep it real, that's just what went down on the surface. So, you know, that wouldn't change if it was any other person involved. Okay? Alright, let's move on to SonicFox. So currently, SonicFox is the target of a lot of hate in the FGC, by FGC I mean fighting game community, because recently it was announced that his persona was to be included as a character in the background of a Skullgirls practice screen, which is pretty crazy. I mean, when I first heard that, I was like, dang, that's pretty dope. SonicFox has been a huge reason why the game got put on the map, so it's pretty cool that they're paying him homage. However, not everyone feels the same. One of the larger opposite tweets happened to be this one where someone tweets, biggest downgrade in video games, and then he replies to his own tweet by saying, also fuck SonicFox. Now if you scroll through this tweet, the hate just gets worse and worse, but it doesn't stop there. In fact, a couple of guys created a mod on Steam for the game that makes it so that SonicFox's character cannot appear in the game whatsoever. Dang. That's crazy. Anyway, so now there's a lot of hate going towards SonicFox's direction currently. He usually responds to it with a tweet where he says, "I'm gay," or basically shrugs off the hate by telling the haters that they're haters and leaving it at that. In this case, he tweeted, "It's also really funny to see that I didn't even have to bring up my sexuality at all when I said my NPC was in Skullgirls, and that's the first thing all the angry gamers targeted. You sure you guys aren't just being homophobic?" I think both parties kind of have a point. I think SonicFox has a very extreme personality that does not have a one-size-fits-all. He can really be cocky, sometimes mean, really aggressive, but generally speaking, he's a cool dude who has opened up the barriers for furry gamers and gay gamers, and personally, I respect him and I like him, okay? I just can also understand why he's not everyone's cup of tea. But I also think that there are a lot of people who dislike him because he is a furry, or because of the fact that he's constantly telling people that he's gay. They find it annoying, but in my opinion, a little bit too annoying. It's like every time he says he's gay, I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. You're just saying it again. But then some people get really annoyed, like he's shoving something in their faces. And that kind of alarms me. I feel like that gives me red flags, because is it really that necessary to get that mad at someone who just expresses themselves? Like, you can just be like, "Alright, nigga, you gay, I get it, okay?" Or you can blow a fuse. One is rational, the other is kind of suspect. Either way, the way SonicFox handles the criticism isn't helping out his case. He's stubborn, kind of a troll, and it doesn't really waver. It doesn't really do anything for like damage control. He's an all or nothing kind of guy, so if you dislike him, then it is what it is. You can go to the rest of where the other haters are. But at the same time, being black and gay and a furry opens yourself to a lot of hate without doing anything, period. Like, you can just exist and people will find a way to dislike you. That's just how it works here. So you kind of got to have a solid internal foundation to deal with that kind of wave simply for existing. So I don't really blame him. I think it's kind of whack that the hate for him is so alarmingly strong. Like, I don't recall him touching children or throwing around racist or homophobic slurs towards anyone. He's just expressing himself. Like, I can't knock that. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode of Laid Omni. You've just been laid. Moral of the story: the internet is a bitch. People are bored and they will find a reason to hate you. At the same time, I know a bunch of people who predominantly just carry good chill vibes and don't really garner any kind of negative attention, so there is definitely a bit of a correlation to what you put into the environment versus what you get out of it. But then you remember cases like Etika, or the most recent case with Hana Kimura, the Japanese wrestler who passed away, contributed to cases of online bullying, and you realize we're contributing to a very cancerous movement. There's too many god-awful people in this world for us to be clowning ESAM or SonicFox like this. Like, it's always fun to poke fun at people for a few laughs, but genuine hate and dislike at this level towards these people, in my opinion, is a bit irrational. But I'm not really here to try to preach the "hey, stop being on the internet" trope, because God knows that ain't ever happening. Y'all can say and do whatever you want, okay? Hate whoever you want, dislike whoever you want, clown whoever you want, okay? Put that energy into existence, and if it gives your life more value and more meaning, then hey, do you. Just don't change that energy if things go south, okay? And you end up hurting the party with your words, all right? At least stay consistent. It's always annoying to see people preaching about mental health and being kind or nice, and then later them, seeing them do the opposite the very next day. Like, it's just, that's just garbage. Now, come on, bro. And also, this has nothing to do with valid criticism, okay? You can criticize someone without being a bully, okay? It's just easier to be a bully because of memes and the lack of effort it includes, and the fact that it'll probably give you a lot of internet points because people love to see people hate other people. Like right now, I'm criticizing ESAM and SonicFox here, and I'm saying, hey, these goons ain't angels or damsels in distresses. They've done their fair share of shit. I just don't think it's worth the anger movement being thrown in their direction. But whatever, that's your call. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You agree? You disagree? How do you feel about ESAM and SonicFox situations separately? These topics always interest me since I've been the product of hate movements within the toxic gaming communities for a really, really long time. Being told my content is similar to Keemstar by people who don't know me or who haven't even clicked a video. Being told I'm profiting off my friend's mental health by making videos, asking people to take into consideration said mental health and to give him the benefit of the doubt. I had dudes who clowned me and talked shit behind my back after Des died and then hit me up on DM saying sorry, switching narratives on the flip of the dime so they can be on the better side of history. It's all bullshit, okay? I'm past all that. I stopped trying to understand people or the internet or mutuals and the reasons why they do what they do, because why people do what they do is it's none of my business. And I've long since been done trying to explain myself to people who don't want to hear what I have to say, who are coming into the situation with a bias or an agenda to profit from it, who are ready to try to ratio me in a reply or a quote retweet, or hate me to create a bandwagon that farms them some temporary internet clout so that they'll be noticed so they can promote their garbage, edgy, and usually hate-driven Twitter accounts. I've seen it all, okay? So I get ESAM and I get SonicFox. I get their personalities. I'm not them, but I can kind of understand why they act and respond the way they do. I get why people do what they do. People won't change, okay? The only thing you and I can change is trying to create an environment where we surround ourselves with as many people that support the wave and vibe that you're currently vibing to. My vibe has always been I'm open to being around people who like to talk about our differences in a chill way without letting those differences be like the deciding factor of whether or not we can vibe, you know? If that makes sense. Like I want to be around people that are different because I know they will be different because most of us are different, but we're cool with it and we're cool with talking about it. That's my vibe, at least. Anyway, I just had the best stream of my life last night. It was insane playing this crazy Danganronpa game. Everyone in the chat showed me support and love, and I would just want to say vocally say here again to anyone who supports or watches the videos, you're just silently lurking or whatever, that I appreciate you guys, okay? I don't know if I tell you guys that enough, but I've been doing this for a really long time, and seeing cases like this one, kind of the energy that's been going around on the internet recently, you know, it just makes me thankful to know that you guys are still, you know, here after all this time. So yeah, thanks, man. Drink your water. Speaking of water, I'm thinking about coming out with some Blade Omni water bottles. I just don't know how or where to do it, but if you guys have, you know, some kind of idea of how I can get that set up, that'd be pretty dope. Let me know too. I'd really like to do that. I'm rambling. You guys know what I'm talking about. Rest in peace, Hana Kimura out. Other than that, do take care of yourselves, and guys, as always, have an awesome day.